We can start at any time. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Beatrice City Auditorium for the nightcap, which starts a little after 9 o'clock. That's Friday night. What else are you going to do? Watch basketball, right? We are at the MUDECAS basketball tournament and the semifinals for the boys A division. Just about to get ready to cap everything off. We just had a doozy before this, Fall City Sacred Heart and BDS 49-43 for that girls game. 60-52 in double overtime was the boys' game. Pretty incredible stuff. Tyler, you worn out yet?
Yes, I am.
that can take a little bit out of even the most ardent of broadcasters, but you guys did a nice job there, so I'll kick it on in here for the night, okay?
Thank you.
We got two teams in Johnson Brock in the red and Freeman Falcons there you see in the white. Freeman 10-3 on their season. Johnson Brock is 10-2. Freeman under head coach Jim McLaughlin and Johnson Brock under head coach Lucas Dollinghouse. Excited to see these two teams play. Freeman averages over 50 a game. Johnson Brock 65 points a game. Their effective field goal percentage, which is basically gives a slight bump for three-pointers made. Adjusted field goal percentage is 52%. The Eagles like to get out. They like to get out and run. They like to shoot the three ball. 7.8 threes per game as a team. The Eagles in the red, the Falcons in the white. And our opening tip is won by Johnson Brock. The starters, Caden Glenn, he's just a freshman. He runs the point there. Cole Fossenberg on the left side. Glenn, a freshman, averages 14 points a game. Fossenberg averages 11 points a game. We got a foul right out of the gate, though, on Lane Kasich. Lane's first, team's first. Logan Anderson also in on the starting lineup for Freeman. Luke Archer out there. And number 5 is Jake Gramman. Baseline drive, the shot redirected. Fossenberg put it up, got a jump ball on the rebound, and it will be Freeman basketball. So Freeman under head coach Jim McLaughlin, we mentioned 10-3 on their season with their first offensive possession of the game. Man-to-man defense for Johnson Brock. And up top, an open three, clangs off the back, but an offensive rebound for Gramman, and then has it taken away. A steal out of there comes Ben Clark. And before Glenn can do anything with it, he travels with the basketball. So a turnover each way, and we give it back to Freeman. Thanks for joining us on Strife Sports today. 4 games for us today, 5 games tomorrow. Our broadcast day will start with the B-Boys Championship at about 1:15. That is scheduled to start here at the City Auditorium. The only game you won't see will be the B-Boys third place game. A basket up and good for Tyler Adams, and he's got the first points of the game for Freeman, a 2-0 lead. To the high post, we've got a whistle and a foul, trying to get it to Ty Hahn. Ty, just a sophomore, but a fantastic athlete. Football, basketball, track and field, no matter what it is. The kid is good. Kasich just picked up foul number 2, team foul number 2. He goes to the bench, and Gabe Eisenbarth comes in for him. Minute and a half gone by in the first quarter. That is Hahn with it. Wraps around his pass. Clark skips it to Glenn. Back to Ben over on the right side. Into the corner it goes. Freeman defending well in the early goings of this game, not allowing too many seams, and before the shot, a 3-second violation. Actually, I checked that, an offensive foul and for an illegal screen against Ty Hahn. So Hahn picks up his first foul, first team foul, and that will go as an offensive foul and a turnover. Freeman with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Both teams still kind of figuring out how exactly they're going to get around the other squad. Not a ton of height for either squad, but boy, are these kids quick. My goodness. Up top, that's Adams with it. Hands it back out to Logan Anderson. Little reset, now onto the block it goes. Down the lane, that one was blocked by Bowling, and here come the Eagles. Glenn for 3 on the left side, and he knocks it down. Caden Glenn, the outstanding freshman for Johnson Brock, gives the Eagles their first lead of the game. From the top, a 3 to answer, and it's good by Tyler Adams. Adams with the first 5 of the game for the Freeman Falcons. 4:40 to play, first quarter. Fossenberger. Bowling in the lane, going to get a travel first. Third turnover already for Johnson Brock. And that's a credit to the defense supplied by Freeman so far in this contest. Onto the block, going to get a foul. Fossenberger was trying to come around on the defense. Cole going to pick up his first foul, team's second foul. And Freeman will inbound. Sub in is Michael Grunewald for Freeman. Michael's a 6'2 senior. And that is Grunewald just spinning in the lane, putting it up and in. 2 points off the bench real quick there for Grunewald. And it's 7-3, Freeman on top. Johnson Brock. Hahn at the high post, comes in, puts it up and in. The sophomore averages almost 21 points a game on the season for the Eagles. They are within 2, under 4 minutes to go here in the first period. On to the block, Adams trying to get underneath Bowling, and he reverses it in. Tyler Adams has 7 of his team's 9 points here in the first period. Glenn with it, top of the key. Now for Hahn. Back to Glenn, lines it up. Got it to go. Sometimes it takes a while. You got to be a little patient every now and then. But the basket good. And it's a 1-point game at 9-8. Baseline, you saw the recovery, but a good quick move there by Logan Anderson to take off to the hoop. And he's going to be rewarded with a couple of free throws. Ben Clark just picked up his first and the team's third personal foul. And 2 shots for 22, Logan Anderson. Logan, a 5'9" junior. Seth Moorer into the game for Johnson Brock. Anderson knocks down both. His first 2 of the contest. 11-8 our score. Fossenbarger lost in the lane. They're going to call him for a travel. Didn't matter if it was going to be a travel or a violation. Johnson Brock was going to have to give up the basketball there. So 3:02 remaining in the first quarter. Plenty of possessions for both sides. 4 turnovers for Johnson Brock. Part of the reason they're down 3 right now. That one a tip and a steal. Glenn coast to coast. Oh, that was slapped. The backboard was slapped, but they're going to let it go. And Ty Hahn does get a putback, though. Not sure that couldn't have been called a goaltending there. Usually, if you slap the backboard and it forces a missed shot, that's they usually call that. But perhaps I'm mistaken. Apparently, I am mistaken. Onto the wing. That was Kasich with it. Now it's Tyler Adams. .210 remaining first quarter. Eisenbarth gets it on the block for Adams, muscles it up and good. He got it over Merritt. And a chance at a 3-point play for Tyler Adams, who's got 9 points already in the contest. Ben Bowling back in for Johnson Brock. See Jake Gramman in and Corey Bowe in for Freeman. The 3-point play is good. So 10 points in the first quarter for Tyler Adams. 14 for Freeman, 10 of which from Adams. Under 2 to go here in the first. Now an extended 1-3-1 for Freeman. A little run and jump defense here. Brendan Froslin in there, but underneath is Cole Fossenbarger. Cole with his first basket of the game makes it 14-12, Freeman on top. Still a minute and a half to go in this first quarter. I kind of thought this one might be a little exciting. I thought we might see a few points scored in this one. So far, they haven't disappointed. Good high-low action for Freeman. The shot no good as Gramman tried to draw a foul, and he didn't get a whistle. So Johnson Brock a chance to tie or take their first lead of the game. Actually, it would be their second. Quick dump down low, though, and that's out of bounds, a turnover. The 5th turnover for Johnson Brock here in the first quarter. Ben Clark comes in. Merritt checks out, and Ben Bowling comes in. I didn't even see who else came out. Hahn's still out there. Anyway, we're playing 5-on-5. That's what matters. 50 seconds to go, first quarter. A 3 goes up and a 3 goes down for Trey Yates, aptly named for Trey. Pushes his team's lead to 5. Glenn, a long answer off the front. And the rebound for Anderson. Here come the Falcons with a 5-point lead. Maybe one final shot here in this first quarter is what Freeman wants against the 3-2 zone of Johnson Brock. Skip pass all the way back to the corner for Yates. On the sideline, Adams lost it out of bounds. Just the second turnover for Freeman, but an opportunity here for Johnson Brock. This will be Glenn. Tries to come back, and Clark, his pass sailed on him and could not get the shot off. At the end of 1, it is Johnson Brock 12, but Freeman 17. We'll be back after this on StriveSports.com.
Thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together.
Freeman 17, Johnson Brock 12 as we get ready for the start of the second quarter. Get that scoreboard update. There you go. Again, we want to say a big thank you to our broadcast sponsors on StriveSports.com, including Cornerstone Bank, Truck Center Companies, and Nova Fitness Equipment. They're in Omaha. Big supporters of the things that we get done here on StriveSports.com. Freeman Falcons have put the defensive clamps down pretty well so far, and they've attacked the basket very well too. Logan Anderson gets that basket. Logan's got 4 points now in the game, and the lead is 7 for Freeman. And is tipping a steal for Tyler Adams. 6 turnovers for Johnson Brock. Winner of this game gets Fall City Sacred Heart, who took down BDS in double overtime just moments ago, 60-52. Adams knocks down a 3, prompting a timeout for Johnson Brock. Adams has 13 here in the first half and a 10-point Freeman lead. .30-second timeout being taken by Johnson Brock. We'll get a scoring recap from earlier today in the girls A division semifinals. It was Meridian coming back to defeat Exeter Milligan 46-37. They got 14 points from Aaron Johnson. Hallie Pribble had 10 for the Mustangs. For Exeter Milligan, Kate Jansky had a game-high 19 points. In the other A division girls semifinal, it was in overtime. Sacred Heart defeating BDS 49-43. So it's Sacred Heart and Meridian in the A Girls Championship tomorrow night. Then, like we mentioned, Sacred Heart also beats the BDS boys just before this game to punch their ticket into the championship. So the winner of this game gets Sacred Heart in the championship tomorrow night. Fossenbarger with a shot in the corner that's no good. Hahn goes way up for a rebound and gets fouled in the process of doing that. Logan Anderson got called for the foul, his first, team's fourth. But this little zone look for Freeman has kind of given Johnson Brock fits. And they forces another turnover, now 7 turnovers here in the first half. All part of this 10-point lead that they built. And already a 5-0 start to this second quarter. Now a man-to-man look for Johnson Brock on the defensive end. It's Anderson with it on the right wing. Guarded by Glenn. Now Clark picks up the defense. That's a free. Catch it in rhythm, knock it down for Corey Bowe. His first basket of the game. Now the Freeman faithful making some extra noise for their guys. So their Falcons lead by 13 right now. Hahn at the top. Cannot connect, and a defensive rebound for Bowe. Here come the Falcons again. Yates at the top, and an offensive foul away from the ball. They're going to get Jake Gramman for the foul. It'd be his first. team's fourth and just the third turnover for Freeman in the ball game. So if you're Johnson Brock, you know it's time, as Shane Westhart has checked into the ball game along with Ben Bowling. If you're Johnson Brock, it's time to start to figure out a way to get into this zone. Right now, so many of the passes and even some of the dribbles have been trying to get around the zone, but you got to figure out a way to get into it. That time, though, will not work. Another steal, the 8th turnover for Johnson Brock's offense. They're down by 13. Freeman with the basketball. Tough move inside, but Bowling blocks it out of bounds. The shot put up by Trey Yates. Caden Glenn got a quick breather. He's back on the floor for Johnson Brock. And Blake Kostanek out there for the first time tonight, number 34 for Freeman. And another sub, that's Logan Anderson coming back in, 22. And 5 against 5. Okay, we're good to go. Onto the block, little turn and fadeaway shot by Kostanek is no good, but an offensive rebound as Kasich pulls it down. Now Adams buries another one. 16 in the first half for Tyler Adams, and it is a 16-point Freeman lead. Glenn one dribble and picks it up. Again, all these passes so far away from the basket without a chance to really do something. Now they fire one along the baseline. Hahn pulls up at 15. Bowling snatches the rebound. Hahn finally got one to go. 7 points for Ty Hahn. It's the third 3 of the game for Johnson Brock, yet their deficit is 13 with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Yates looking at Adams. Now he gets it on the block, turns off the glass. He got it. 18 points in the first half for Tyler Adams. 30-15. Johnson Brock has no answer for number 4 in White. Fossenbarger into the corner. Now pass knocked free for a moment. Fossenbarger able to corral it just long enough to draw a foul on Kostanek. Blake's first, the team's 5th. I don't even have a 15 on the roster. You want to go holler at Austin wherever he is out there? Find out who 15 is in red? I don't have a number for him. Playing catch up front is what they're doing. Oh, he changed jerseys. Mayer changed jerseys? What's that? Dylan Rao. R-O-W-E. Rao. Dylan Rao is our mystery guy. Have I missed anything? Probably. It's 30-15. I don't think it was when I looked down. Gronewald's back in the game. He's got it in the corner. Blocking foul along the baseline. Ty Hahn, the guilty party, his second and the 6th on Johnson Brock, so no free throws yet. Eisenbarth with it. Now back to Anderson. And Grauman's got it. Grauman gets a seam down the lane, but has it blocked by Bowling. So a defensive stop for Johnson Brock. But again, the 1-3-1 of Freeman has befuddled the Eagle offense. Long, high passes over the top of it. Finally, a dribble drive, and it's a turnover anyway off the hand of Rao. 9 first-half turnovers for Johnson Brock. This Freeman defense has been dynamite so far in this game. Good look there at Freeman coach Jim McLaughlin. Minute 45 to go here in the first half. It has been all Freeman so far. Adams got free for a moment, throws it back up top. On the right side, that's Eisenbarth. Now they're swinging around. Now Yates dribble drive, hangs, can't finish though. Hahn the defensive rebound. For Glenn, back to Hahn. Ty lines it up, rushed it just a touch, but an offensive rebound by Rao, no good. And then Glenn for 3, that's no good, and a foul on the rebound as Bowling tips it out of there. And it is on Freeman. We're going to check for just a second. And they give it to 22. That's Logan Anderson. So that's Logan's second and the team's 6th. So both teams in the bonus for 59 seconds here in this first half. Pretty clean in that regard. Hahn hands it back to Glenn. Now for Clark. The only points in this second quarter have been a 3-pointer by Ty Hahn for Johnson Brock. 13-3 is the score just in this quarter. Hahn goes baseline, but he stepped out of bounds. As he made the move, he got to the rim, but he went out of bounds, got 1 foot on the line to do so. So Kasich will come in for Freeman, and Frosland will come in for Johnson Brock. With 35 seconds to go in the first half. Five seconds to go, first half. Adams up top. Do they realize that Anderson got it off at the buzzer, but not a good look? But that was one of the few bad things that Freeman did in that first half. It was a whale of a first half if you're a Freeman Falcon. They lead Johnson Brock 30-15 here at the halftime break of the MUDECAS basketball tournament. We'll have some scoring updates for you in just a little bit here at halftime and get you a tournament summary as well coming up. It's Freeman 30, Johnson Brock 15 at the half.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Nova Fitness Equipment of Omaha has provided the very best weight room, track and field, and sports surfacing products for over 30 years in Nebraska. They provide Cybex, Matrix Fitness, Vertimax, Tough Stuff, Pro Elite, Stairmaster, York Barbell, Troy Barbell, and UCS track and performance products. From rubber flooring, strength equipment, cardio products, and sports performance accessories, Nova Fitness Equipment has what you need to make your athletic program successful. Contact Nova Fitness Equipment today at their home office in Omaha or online at novafitnessequipment.com.
Truck Center Companies, keeping America's truck industry on the road.
I feel that Truck Center Companies focuses on your strengths and then puts you in a role so you can utilize those strengths.
Absolutely, your career can grow here. I came on and I started here as a service advisor, and I've been promoted to service manager. I hire diesel techs all the time, and I hire them straight out of school. I hire them with opportunities. I hire them with career growth and development. You can start at the bottom and you can be a foreman. That's just how we grow here at Truck Center Companies.
I've been with the company for about 15 years, and one of the great things about working here is that our philosophy has always been, if it's right for the customer, it's right for us. And so for employees that want to come work for us, they know that when they come here, they have the latitude to do what they need to do, what's right. And work hard, you're going to go somewhere with us.
Truck Center Companies get you where you want to be. It's going to utilize your strengths and help you succeed.
I'm ready whenever. When I see it, I'm ready. Ready for the start of the second half here at the MUDECAS basketball tournament. Boy, first half just dominated by Freeman. It got started on their defensive end. They hold Johnson Brock to just 3 points in the second quarter. Put another 13 on the board, including 18 total in the half from Tyler Adams. And Freeman out front quickly in this ball game, up 30-15 as we start the second half. And Freeman with the basketball. So what does Johnson Brock do differently in this half? They didn't do it all in the first half. Well, they forced one missed shot so far, but they're going to give it back to Freeman on the rebound. They are going to get Caden Glenn for the foul. Knocked down Tyler Adams, trying to knock that ball out of the reach of Adams. Anderson takes the inbounds. Logan, hard drive in, kicks it out for Kasich. Kasich, jump ball is going to be the call. Good defense there by Glenn. And the possession goes to Johnson Brock. So technically that goes as a turnover, but it's only number 4 for the game for Freeman. That's another story. The defense, not only was it good in forcing shots, it forced 10 turnovers for Johnson Brock in the first half. Little tip pass from Glenn down to Fossenbarger, but he can't finish. And Jake Grumman grabs the rebound for Freeman. Anderson's pass in the corner, then tipped out by Fossenbarger. And it will stay with the Falcons. Winner of this game gets Fall City Sacred Heart in the championship tomorrow night. The Irish knocking off BDS in double overtime, 60-52. And we also know that Meridian and Sacred Heart will be meeting in the girls' championship tomorrow evening as well. That does mean you've got BDS and Exeter Milligan in the girls' third place game, and you've got the BDS boys and the loser of this game for third. Hahn, a tip, a steal, and a layup. Ty Hahn had 7 in the first half, so he's got 9 for the game now. That does lead Johnson Brock, and that's the first points of the second half for either squad so far. I think if you're Johnson Brock, for Coach Dollinghouse, the first mention had to be, can we get tougher on defense? Not that there were a ton of open shots or driving layups by any means for Freeman, but just not quite as in your face as you might want to see from a team as athletic as Johnson Brock. That's a nice pass and a move down low, and Trey Yates is going to get a couple of free throws. Fossenbarger just picked up foul number 2, team foul number 2. And Trey Yates, knocked down to 3 in the first quarter, is at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Still not a blemish on the free throw mark for Freeman. The other thing, Johnson Brock did not make a trip to the free throw line at all in the first half. And the lead is 15 again for Freeman. 6:15 to go here in the third. Glenn averaging 20 points a game, held to just 6 in that first half. Bowling has it stripped away from behind as he goes up for the shot. Now Anderson's got it on the right side. On the block for Adams. He was a monster in the first half, and he got another basket here to start the second half. 20 points in the game for Tyler Adams. Along the baseline, Fossenbarger, no. Bowling, though, an offensive rebound. Hahn for a 3. That's no good. And Anderson snags the defensive board. Down low, boy, got wide open down there was Trey Yates. He has been the recipient of some really good screens from his teammates, and the lead is 19 for Freeman. Oh, lob to nobody in particular. Bowling was posting up, but well, that missed Ben by quite a bit. Anderson right back to the other way. The shot no good, and a foul on the rebound is going to be on Freeman. Corey Bowe will pick up his first personal, and just that is the first team foul of the second half. Michael Grunewald checking in to replace Jake Grauman in the Freeman lineup. Also out there for Johnson Brock is Seth Merritt. That extended 1-3-1. Boy, this is the defense that really gave gave Johnson Brock the most fits in the first half. A missed three by Clark, but on the rebound will stay here. A foul on Freeman's Tyler Adams. Tyler's first, the team's second. The lead still 19 for the Falcons. Glenn, a pull-up on the left wing. And, well, an offense rebound for a moment, but Moore threw it away. Dump it down low. Adams around a double team, lost it. That's a turnover for Freeman. Tried to corral it on his hip and ended up kind of throwing it behind his own back and out of bounds. So after only forcing 3 turnovers the entire first half, Johnson Brock has forced 3 turnovers in this second half, but in almost 4 minutes of play, they've only scored 2 points themselves. The Freeman defense is still very good. Glenn, scoop, and a foul. I tell you, boy, the block looked pretty good until they started to come down, and then Trey Yates is going to get whistled for his second. And Caden Glenn is about to shoot the first free throw attempts of the game for Johnson Brock. The kids like to call that basket cam, by the way. I thought we weren't doing that, fellas. 36-18. Freeman doubling up on Johnson Brock. Baseline drive. Oh, saved back in. Boy, a hustle play there for Trey Yates. Somehow he saved that thing in the field of play and then away from the ball. A foul is called on Moore. That'll be the second on Seth and the third on Johnson Brock. Tyler Adams going to get a breather for the Eagles. And Corey Bowe back in. Blake Kostanek also checked in during that dead ball. He's got the ball, and now we've got a timeout for Freeman. We'll step aside as well. 36-18 is our score here in the third quarter of the MUDECAS basketball tournament.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Yes, there are iPads streaming for coaches along the sideline. And it's 36-18 our score. 6-3 is the score in favor of Freeman in this quarter after we were 30-15 in the first half. The Falcons just have they have put a stranglehold on this game and have not released. Anderson on the right wing, working on Glenn. Spin move, hangs, finishes. Logan Anderson with 6 points in the game. Freeman watched that game with Sacred Heart and BDS and thinking to themselves right now, we'll take our chances. Get a steal, but then throw it right back away. So it's 13 turnovers for Johnson Brock, 7 for Freeman, as Adams and Grauman come back in. High-low action, turnover, another one. Hahn couldn't quite handle the fastball. Anderson stops, gets it onto the block. That's going to be a foul. And landing awkwardly there was Jake Grauman. See him holding on to that right arm. Official's going to give him at least a second here to kind of shake something off, as that's the third foul on Seth Mayer and the fourth on Johnson Brock. Jake says, I will take this sore arm and I will make a free throw with it. Ben Bowling back in for Johnson Brock. It's Grauman's first 2 of the night. Anderson comes out as Eisenbarth comes in for the Falcons. The lead is 22. And a timeout for Johnson Brock. It is a 30-second timeout. That lets us let you know that you can download the Strive TV app on your iOS and Android device. From any mobile device, you too can have the Strive app. The Android is a very new addition just in the last couple of weeks to the Strive family of, well, not, I wouldn't say family of apps, but what we offer from Strive. So you can download the Strive app. You can select your favorite schools and get a notification directly to your device when that school has gone live with their stream. It might be a concert. It might be a basketball game. It might be football or volleyball. It might be track. It might be the music concert. Whatever it is, it might be graduation. You will get the notification directly on your device. Go to your app store and download the Strive app today. Tyler Adams with another steal. That is the 15th turnover of the game. 5 turnovers in the second half for Johnson Brock have all been steals by Freeman, and Corey Bowe adds another 3-pointer to the list. 43-18. The Falcons are running away with this. Into the corner, Hahn for a 3. That's no good. And off of Bowling, it'll be Freeman basketball. You know, this is a Johnson Brock team that averages 65 points a game and almost 8 threes per game. Right now they have 3 threes and 18 points, and we've got a minute and a half left in this third quarter. Just really, really fantastic job by the Freeman defense this entire game. There just hasn't been anything that has come easy for the Eagle offense, and that directly attributable to the defense of Freeman. Tough shot by Eisenbarth as he tried to slice through the lane. Again, this is that defense. It makes you throw high arcing and long passes, and it just throws off the timing of what Johnson Brock has tried to do. Hahn from the corner, Bowling an offensive rebound, and Ben going to get a couple of free throws for the effort. This the second foul on Tyler Adams, the fourth on Freeman in the half. Just my water. With that free throw, Johnson Brock is now just barely outscoring Trey Yates by himself in this quarter. And Trey has 4. Johnson Brock has 5. There's a tip and a steal, though. Fossenbarger going coast to coast. A late whistle, but they will blow it. And 2 free throws there for Cole. Corey Bowe with that foul. Anderson and Yates and Grauman all back in for Freeman. They leave Eisenbarth and Adams on the floor. Still, though, the lead 22. Now Glenn picks up a steal in the backcourt. Flips one up. It will not fall, and her foul on the rebound on Fossenbarger. No, actually, check that. They are going to call it on Yates. It'll be his third. 16 fouls now. Fossenbarger puts it up in the corner. No. And a defensive rebound for Eisenbarth. So 15 seconds to go in the third. 43-21, Freeman in control. Nice step over move. The first shot no good. And they're going to wave off the putback at the buzzer by Anderson. At the end of 3, it is all Freeman, 43-21. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this.
Fitness Equipment of Omaha has provided the very best weight room, track and field, and sports surfacing products for over 30 years in Nebraska. They provide Cybex, Matrix Fitness, Vertimax, Tough Stuff, Pro Elite, Stairmaster, York Barbell, Troy Barbell, and UCS track and performance products. From rubber flooring, strength equipment, cardio products, and sports performance accessories, Nova Fitness Equipment has what you need to make your athletic program successful. Contact Nova Fitness Equipment today at their home office in Omaha or online at novafitnessequipment.com.
1-3-1 is so tough. It's so tough to play against a 1-3-1, Austin Penfield. That's what you guys played? Because it's tough to play against. Oh, did everybody hear that? Kidding. I know you heard it. I know you heard it. 43-21. All Freeman in this one. They led it 17-12 at the end of the first quarter, and we thought, hey, it had a nice flow to the first quarter. We saw good things on both sides, a couple of threes for Johnson Brock. Tyler Adams had a really nice start, and then Adams kept going in the second quarter, and Johnson Brock only scored 3 points in the second quarter. They scored 6 in the third quarter. And Adams now has 21 points in the game. So Tyler Adams, 22. Johnson Brock, 21. Freeman, 23. That epitomizes what this game has been like tonight. Hahn gets it back in the corner. Off the side of the glass, no good, and Grauman pulls down the rebound. Onto the block, Anderson and up and under, got it to go. Logan Anderson has 8 points in the ball game. He has scored 2 in every quarter. I guess he's done. Glenn with a little flip shot in the lane, got it back. Tries to go up and is fouled by Grumman. Be Jake's second, and will be 2 shots here for Caden Glenn. So we know our matchups again tomorrow in the third place A Division girls. You'll see Exeter Milligan taking on BDS. Third place boys, we know it's going to be BDS, and it looks like right now Johnson Brock. Then you have the A Division Girls Championship, Meridian taking on Fall City Sacred Heart. And then the Boys Championship, Fall City Sacred Heart against what looks like Freeman tomorrow night. And you can see all of those games plus the B Division Boys Championship right here on StriveSports.com. We'll have 5 games for you tomorrow after 4 here tonight, including 1 overtime and 1 double overtime game. Glenn fires up the 3. It will not fall. And the rebound for Grumman. The lead has been as much as 29 for Freeman. Reach in on Glenn is Caden's second. Off the face there of Grumman. His drive then can't finish, but he gets it back. That is a long 2 then put up by Bo, and a defensive rebound for Ben Bowling of Johnson Brock. Back the other way we go with 5.5 minutes to go in this one. Glenn lines it up. Boy, that's been that kind of night too. Just rattled it in and out when it was a good look. It hasn't gone in with near enough regularity for the Eagles. And a foul on the rebound on Bowling. It's the second on Ben and the 7th on Johnson Brock. So bonus for each team the rest of the way. I'll tell you, the old auditorium here in Beatrice, it is plenty full right now. And we would expect that if you're going to make the trip here tomorrow, that you might want to be a game or 2 early for your matchup, because seats are going to be at a premium tomorrow night. Especially when you got the Sacred Heart boys and girls both here for the championships. One for 2 there for Grumman. He's got 3 points, all at the free throw line, actually. Cross court, that was dangerous. Going to get a reach-in foul on Grumman, his 3rd, and it will be a 1-and-1. Like we said, bonus each way the rest of the game. This is Ty Hahn into double figures for Johnson Brock. Ty's first free throw attempts of the night. Down the lane, and the shot is good. That's Blake Kostanek with his first points of the night. And an and one opportunity as Caden Glenn just picked up foul number 3. A 26-point lead for the Freeman Falcons. I don't know if anybody would have seen this one coming. Really fantastic defense in that first 3.5 quarters there for Freeman. They just, Johnson Brock just could not get enough open shots, and if by chance they did, had been so used to being contested that it didn't really make a difference. They were still missing those open shots. This might be the longest possession of the game here for Freeman. That's a nice pass. Kostanek cannot finish, but an offensive rebound, and the putback is good by Corey Bowe. Corey's got 8 points in the game. Hahn will pull up at the elbow. No, got it right back from a little closer. He airballed that one. And Eisenbarth with the rebound. Now Adams beats everyone down the floor, and it's a 24-point game for Tyler Adams. Fossenbarger, nice cut to the hole. Cole's got 5 points in the ballgame. A timeout here for Freeman. And I think some subs going to be in on both sides. It is a full timeout, so we could step aside as well. Freeman up big on Johnson Brock in the fourth quarter.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together.
Nova Fitness Equipment of Omaha has provided the very best weight room, track and field, and sports surfacing products for over 30 years in Nebraska. They provide Cybex, Matrix Fitness, Vertimax, Tough Stuff, Pro Elite, Stairmaster, York Barbell, Troy Barbell, and UCS track and performance products. From rubber flooring, strength equipment, cardio products, and sports performance accessories, Nova Fitness Equipment has what you need to make your athletic program successful. Contact Nova Fitness Equipment today at their home office in Omaha or online at novafitnessequipment.com.
55-27, Freeman looks like they will be moving into the MUDECAS Boys Championship game coming up tomorrow night. They will take on Falls City Sacred Heart, who outlasted BDS in double overtime, 60-52 earlier tonight. Wyatt Volker, is 12 out there now? Yeah, there's probably going to be a few names that I don't have written down on my sheet that are going to be out there as we get to the end of this one. And 30 is out there. That's Shane Westhart. I do have Shane on my list. That is Volker with it. Now Westhart on the wing. Onto the block for Murr. And a 1-and-1 coming for Seth. Luke Archer is in, and the 6'7" Brady Ideas. An Ideas from Freeman. I bet he's good. 6'7" junior. That is a tall drink of water down there, number 35. So 55-28, a little over 2 minutes to go in this one. Archer is not short at 6'4" either. There's some height that kind of lurks on the bench. So, and you got Caleb Unvert is a 6'4" junior. Archer's a 6'4" junior. Ideas a 6'7" junior. It kind of lurks. It doesn't get a lot of playing time, but Coach McLaughlin's got some height coming out of there. Freeman here bringing Holden Roos in. He's a 6'1" freshman. It was Eisenbarth making both. Gabe's first points of the night. 25 is out there. Trevor Colland for Johnson Brock as well. 33, Brendan Frosland. How about that first turnover of the fourth quarter for Johnson right there? Hunter Eastman into the ball game. Hunter is a 5'10" junior. There's Ideas on the block. He turns his left-handed shot, no good, but he's just 6'7", so he can reach over everybody to grab a rebound and get fouled. He'll get two. Well, and I don't have the name of a 21 for Freeman either, but he's out there. Ideas misses both. Still, though, doubling up on the Johnson Brock Eagles as Ideas pulls down a rebound. And there's a three by, I apologize, I don't know. Not on our roster. I didn't get it when I was down there. Ideas gets a blocked shot. With 50 seconds to go, now 44 left in this one. Connor Smith in for Johnson Brock. I think that's got to be just about everybody on both sides has been on the floor tonight. Playing at the old auditorium here in Beatrice. Ideas lines up a three. Foul on the rebound on Eli Pelk. And free throws at the other end. For Wyatt Volker. Johnson Brock right now has 2 field goals in the second half, and they only have 3 field goals made since the first quarter. Hahn made a 3 in the second quarter. He made a 2 in the third quarter, and Fossenbarger hit a 2 in the fourth quarter here. And some free throws in there, and that is it. They scored 12 points in the first quarter and 16 cents. So, again, the magnificent job by the Freeman defense. That extended 1-3-1 just was an eagle killer. The three from Ideas will not fall, and the rebound goes to Johnson Brock with 5 seconds left in this one. Freeman is going to advance to take on Fall City Sacred Heart in tomorrow night's A-Division Boys Championship game. And it will be a BDS matchup for Johnson Brock in the third place game. You can see both of those games right here on StriveSports.com coming up. It's almost later today, but no, it's only 10:30, so it's still tomorrow. 59-28, your final count. A scoring recap after a short commercial break. Or we could just do it now. Let's just do it now. Cole Fossenberger, individual scoring. Fossenberger with 5. Caden Glenn finishes with 9. Ty Hahn with 11 for Johnson. Ben Bowling with 2 and 1 for Seth Murr. For the Freeman Falcons, Gabe Eisenbarth with 2. Tyler Adams at game high 24. Jake Grumman with 3. Corey Bowe with 8. Our mystery man, number 21, with his three-pointer. Logan Anderson does finish with 8 points, 2 in each quarter. Trey Yates with 7. Blake Kostanek with 3. And Michael Grunewald with 2. 59-28. Your final count. Freeman advances to take on Sacred Heart in tomorrow's A-Division Boys Championship. Thank you so much for tuning in today with us on StriveSports.com. We will see you tomorrow for the boys B Division third place game at 1:15, and we will have all 5 games for you tomorrow afternoon from the Beatrice City Auditorium, including the A Division Championship games. For the girls, it'll be Sacred Heart taking on Meridian. For the boys, it's Sacred Heart against Freeman. My name is Eric Allgood. Again, a huge thank you to Marcus Shear and all of the students from Johnson County Central that have been here today and are coming back tomorrow. I think most of them are anyway. Huge thank you, guys. You did awesome. I know it's a long day. Tomorrow's going to be a long day, and we thank you very, very much for all of your hard work and Marcus's hard work on getting us a spot up here in the booth. So we appreciate it greatly, and we will see you tomorrow afternoon from the MUDECAS basketball tournament.
Truck Center Companies, keeping America's truck industry on the road.